A gunslinger named Death. There was a gunslinger that lived in the West. Day after day, other shooters put him to the test. His name was simple and hard to forget. His name wasn't average, no, not at all. His name was Death. He was given the task to weed the good from the bad. If he came looking for you, from the barrel of a Colt pistol, you knew you'd been had. Death didn't miss, not even from afar. Due to his reputation, he became a star. Many men tried to outdraw Death, but everyone that tried just stopped drawing breath. He was quick as lightning and mean as a snake. He wouldn't back down, even if it was a widow he'd make. Death was tall and lanky and rode a pale horse. He was tried and true and stayed the course. A new gunslinger town come looking for Death. The sheriff tried to warn him, but the gunslinger just acted like he was deaf. He got the word out that he was looking for a fight. Death was glad to oblige, his fist closed tight. Death walked to the center of town and waited for a while. The gunslinger met him halfway with a crooked smile. He said, "Death, today's your last day. Your rampage has got to stop. You shot both my brothers. I checked my list, and you're at the top." Death just tipped his hat and told him, "Draw." A flash of light all the gunslinger saw. The gunslinger fell, didn't move one bit. He was dead before he hit the ground, and that was it. The sheriff was standing across town where the gunslinger fell. He saw Death draw his Colt pistol and shoot fast as hell. Death's gun was back in the holster before the gunslinger fell. Death turned to the sheriff and began to speak. He said, "Look here, Sheriff. Well, I know you're weak. But if you let these men come to town and carry a gun, well, I'll stack 'em up like cordwood before I'm done." The sheriff nodded at Death and said, "If you live by the steel, you die by the steel. That's what the good book says." Death looked at the sheriff and replied, "Can't die, Sheriff. I'm already dead." Death got on his horse and rode through town. Everyone he passed, while they just held their heads down. The sheriff knew that Death would never be beat. Even after the sheriff died and was under the ground 6 feet, Death continued to stalk his prey, one after one, day after day. Eventually, every gunslinger would pay. Now, Death's not a legend or a fairy tale. Death rode a pale horse and was followed by hell.